everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Poundland and Poundworld kind of combined haul. I was so impressed with the feedback and the amount of people that loved the last one that I did. So if you didn't watch it, what I'll do is I'll link it below if you did want to go watch that. I filmed it fairly recently. I have noticed since going back on these trips that a lot of the things that I featured in the last video are still in store, so I will link it below if you're interested in watching that. But I was a bit like, Poundland, will people like watch that video? Will it be worth doing? And then so many of you liked it, and apparently Poundland hauls are a thing. So I went back, I picked up some new bits from Poundworld as well. So one thing I will say about Poundworld as opposed to Poundland, in fact Poundland as well now more so than it was before, they incorporate a few items that aren't actually a pound. So the name of the shop is a little bit deceiving, so do watch out for that. Don't just put something in your basket and assume it's going to be a pound. So if you want to see what I bought, then just keep watching. So the first little DIY that I got, which was from Poundworld, are these A4 sheet transfer paper things. So I got two of them. They're £1 each and you get 2 sheets in each. I also bought and picked up from Asda just some plain white t-shirts. So I'm going to try and do a bit of a DIY of printing off, I mean this has got a photo of Pug on it, like an actual photo. What I've done is I've already printed off some things and got these t-shirts ready to iron on, so I'll show you what they look like once they're done. I'll also no doubt post a picture on Instagram. The one thing I will mention is I have wasted one pack because I printed it off as normal, and then I thought, hang on a minute, that's going to come off back to front as soon as I iron it on. So I had to use the other pack to print off the image back to front, and then once you iron it on, it'll be the right way. So anyway, let me show you actually what I did print off. Okay, so this is the one that I did wrong. I printed off a Levi's logo, so that's going to go right in the middle of the t-shirt. Is that naughty to do that? I don't know. But I've also printed off a couple of quotes. I wasn't sure which one to go with, and I'm just going to kind of put it here where you'd have like a pocket or a lapel or something. So I did find that one first, basic, and then I also found this image instead, which I think I prefer, so I'm probably going to do that. It says, "There is beauty in simplicity." I just think that's really pretty, and the font of it and everything is really nice. I just googled these images, so same with my previous video. A lot of you asked the quotes that I printed off where I bought them from. I didn't, I just googled them or wrote them out myself and just printed them off myself to put in the frames. So little trick there, just to save you a bit of money. So that's the one that I printed off the right way round, which happens to be the wrong way round. Another little DIY that I've picked up ready to do is this photo frame, and as you can see they've got, in fact it's quite nice just as it is, like plain white with these little pegs. You can swap and change the pictures on the inside if you wish. But what I think I'm going to do is this white background, I've got a marble vinyl which I might take that out and put the marble on it so that the background is marble. And then again, these 3 images here, what I might do is just get some black and white quotes again and just clip them on, or maybe some photos as well, which is quite nice because I do have quite a few quote prints now. So yeah, I might get some photos printed off instead for that. So yeah, I thought that was really good for £1. They had these in both Poundland and Poundworld, so either or, you could pick yourself up one of these. Again, another little staple for me is just this plain grey A5 lined notebook. This is a good on the go, good size to take out and about with me, and I always use notebooks. I'm just that person that jots them down. In fact, the one that I'm currently using, which I'm nearly like filled, is just this one, which is obviously quite like stark and not really my style, let's just say, with bright green and blue polka dots. So to get one that's just simple and grey like this, once that's done, this is my next one. This is quite cute. I wasn't sure, I'm still not sure really how I'm going to use it, but it's this little wooden crate that I got from the garden section in Poundland, and yeah, for £1 I thought I could do something with this. What I might do is maybe spray paint it. I did pick up some spray paint, some black spray paint. I did pick up this. I might have to get a different one. Yeah, I'm going to try it out and see. But this matte black auto spray paint. So it's meant to be for cars, for use on vehicles. So I'm not sure how this will work on wood, but I'll give it a go. If it doesn't work, this was only £1 from Poundland, so I'll get some decent matte black spray paint, or even maybe a white one as well, I'm not sure yet. And then I might just use this as like something to have like a few plants in maybe, or you could use it as storage for other things like toiletries. So yeah, I thought this was quite cute, and once spray painted, could be quite a nice little home decor accessory. I also picked up this plant pot stand from Poundland. I did see another DIY, someone do this. They spray painted it their preferred colour. I think they did it white, which would be quite nice, but as black it's also nice, so for the effort I think I'll just keep it black. But they also put like a stand in here, like cut out a piece of cardboard, and then used it for like different planters and things and accessories, home accessories. I did pick up a little white ceramic pineapple in my last Poundland haul, so I might put that on there with maybe like a little cactus plant as well maybe, or something like that. But yeah, I will play around with that and let you know what I end up doing with it. Another little DIY, I'm full of DIYs today, is this fish bowl, a cocktail bowl I think they called it. This was Poundland again. It's plastic and it's used for drinks, making fishbowl drinks for parties. How I've seen it used is by drilling a hole around about here, drilling a hole, putting a little hook in and a little metal pole, and having it as a hanging planter with some soil in there and a plant in there like a cactus. So I thought that could be quite a nice little feature. If I like it, what I might do is get 3 and have them sort of alternating lengths from the ceiling. Okay, so the next item that I picked up from Poundland, I bought these because they were so similar to my Raybans. So I've got my Raybans here to compare them to, so you can actually see the difference or the similarities. And look, this is my Rayban pair, and this is the Poundland pair. Rayban, Poundland. They're very, very similar. The only things different really are the Rayban ones up at the top are a bit more gold, the rim, which I actually prefer the less dark gold, and also the bit on the ear, the side of the glasses here, is clear on my Raybans, whereas on the Poundland ones it's brown, which I think the brown and the gold and the green lens actually work better to have it as brown. So yeah, I just couldn't believe how similar they were to my Raybans. So I picked them up purely really just to show you that and show you how similar they are. And obviously then I've got another similar set to my Raybans if I want to go out and about and don't want to ruin them, my Raybans, then I've got a cheaper pair to do that with. So yeah, for £1 I had to pick that up and show it to you. Nice little designer dupe there. Another DIY, again, like I said, full of them in this video, nearly dropped that then. I got this cake board, which is a 12-inch cake board, and it's silver on the actual face of it. So I'll insert a little maybe screenshot of the DIY that I've seen so that you've got an idea as to what I'm going to be doing with this. But essentially it's just a simple 12-inch cake board with this like silver colouring on this side. Poundland do some rope that you can buy, and then on this was just like a couple of different plant pots and different like succulents and different ornaments and accessories, and it was hanging. So I love that kind of like hanging element to a room. I think it kind of breaks it up quite nicely, especially planters. I love having lots of plants in a house. I think it's just a really nice homely touch, but because I'm not like a big fan of lots of colour or anything like that, other than maybe like a bouquet of white flowers, I much prefer plants, so that's going to be for that. I picked up a couple of cards which they do. I'm not going to show you these because one is very rude, like I could not believe it when I saw it, but it's a birthday card, and another one is a congratulatory card which I'm going to be giving to someone, so I don't want to kind of show it and ruin it in case they're watching this video. These are on 2 for 1 as well, so if you're looking for cards then it's a good place to go. I have, if you've seen previous hauls before, especially my TK Maxx ones, I have like a card box, which I just kind of like stock cards as and when I get them, so that I've always got cards to hand. So when I see them, I'll get them, and just I've always got some to hand. Another thing I always tend to get when I'm Poundland is just these on the till, just a 3-pack of extra chewing gum. I always have chewing gum on me, I don't know why, it's just like a habit that I always have. If I don't have any chewing gum on me, then there's something wrong. The next thing I picked up was this really cute little silver rope handled like candle holder, or you could have it as a plant holder as well. I think I'm going to be putting a candle in this and having it as one of 3 things maybe to sit on this. Maybe like a candle, a plant, and like an ornament, something like that. These I got from Poundworld, but they were £1 from Yankee Candle. I got the scent banana bread, and they're the little wax melts that you can have sat. I've got this, which is also from Poundworld. Just this little black candle holder, so you put the wax melt on the top, and then I picked up these set of 40 tea light candles, which you can just have one sat or a couple sat in there, just heating up that wax melt, and as it melts it just smells amazing. So banana bread is one of my favourite scents by Yankee Candle, so I picked up them. I also picked up this plant pot, which is just a round ceramic planter in a grey, because I have a couple of white ones and I think the white and grey next to each other could look really nice. I've got some white ones from IKEA, and then I'm looking at one now, like a frosted glass one. In fact, I'll show it to you. I have this frosted glass one, which is like a grey colour from TK Maxx. How pretty are these flowers, by the way? The lilies are still yet to open, some of the ones at the top. So I have a couple of different vases, as you can see, in greys and whites. So I picked up another plain grey one, just to have like maybe a plant in as opposed to a bunch of flowers. So yeah, I picked up that. I also picked up, I don't know if I've mentioned this before in a video or not, but I'm kind of liking, I think I saw it on someone's vlog channel before, of their home, and they have, I think Zoe Sugg does as well. She has a lot of different kind of mismatch and mix and match mugs, so that if you have guests over, they can pick which mug they want. And you know what it's like, everyone has a favourite mug. So I'm kind of mix and matching like my style but different types. So this grey and white one, which is grey on the inside with like this swirly pattern, a white, creamy white kind of colour on the outside, and these really cute little grey hearts on the edge, if you can see there. And yeah, I like this kind of style mug, so I think this is probably going to be a favourite of mine. I've got a few different whites and greys and different kind of mugs at the minute. I'm kind of collecting as and when I go. I spot a few in TK Maxx and Home Sense as well that I really like, and usually they're like in the clearance for a couple of pounds. So I usually pick up one of them, and this one is only £1 from Poundland, so I got that one. So last but not least, picked up this Toni & Guy. I've never seen Toni & Guy in Poundland before, but this was, it was Poundland and it was £2. So they did have one area which was like priced differently to the rest of the store, and it was, everything was £2 I think. And there were a few different toiletries, and I think there was a L'Oreal micellar water, a couple of other bits. But I did want to pick up this. I needed some dry shampoo, and I thought I would try a different brand to the Batiste. Not that there's anything wrong with Batiste, it was just purely convenience of being there, spotting this for £2, which is similar price anyway, and I thought I would just try it as opposed to having to go to another shop just to get dry shampoo. So I've tried it today, and I actually really like it. So that is everything I picked up from Poundland and Poundworld on this trip. Again, thank you so much for the feedback on my last haul. I will link it below if you want to check that out as well if you haven't yet. And do let me know if you'd like to see me continue to do these maybe every month, every couple of months, whenever I go in and I manage to get a few bits together and I can show you them on camera. Let me know if you like that kind of video. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. You know I'm a shopaholic. I love doing shopping haul videos, so I've got plenty on my channel. That's pretty much all I do, with a couple of makeup things here and there as well. So if you like those kind of videos and you want to stick around, then do subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and I will see you again next time. Bye guys. Gonna get the lipstick ready. I filmed a full video before with lipstick on my teeth. I didn't upload it. I just couldn't bear to look at it. So a good little trick for that, I always just do that, like kind of suck your finger Sounds wrong, but it works. Okay. They had these in, bit my tongue there, which I'll find it, yeah. And this plant pot stand, I can't say that. And I saw a DIY with this. Oops. I did get up for this. I need to sneeze. Ew! Bless me. God, it's hot. Of course, my memory card just filled up and my battery died. Double whammy. And Primark, Poundland. I think I'm going to be having a plan on having a can. I picked up, these were from Poundland, obviously. Oh no, they weren't, they were Poundworld. No, not us. Give this